Hey guys, let's fire up.
Yep, fire up. Rocket League.
Here we are to talk about professional wrestling.
Nobody knows the whole story, so I'll tell you.
How about you, Jason?
Oh, this is like a murder room. This is great.
Lots of black sex magicians out there, right?
And look down like, what the fuck?
Oh, we're gonna just do it this way and nobody's gonna stop us.
I want to show that a real champion has to do things for the community, for your people, for other women, you know?
In this business, what you sell is emotions. If you manage to get people invested, you did it.
That's for sure some videotapes.
It's time for another MMM show.
Welcome back to the MMM show. My name is Tony Allen, and tonight with me it's this side.
Meefloaf.
I don't know which one is pointing. And why you muted? What are you
At
muted?
Byron
What are you muted?
Fever. At Byron Fever. Catch it. We are live on the
And-
MMM show eating pancakes.
What am I catching?
Fever. Oh
Fever.
wow.
Oh, I get it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Hello,
All right.
it's me.
The recently lost country of England. Meef. Did he say
Oh, no.
I am Meef?
Strictly Netherlands for purposes of World Cup football.
Oh, I love the energy, Meef. Let's go. And down under.
Come on! It's been
He
ages,
was
hasn't it?
out of the World Cup really early, but here he is. And on the other side, from the woods, none other than
Hola.
oh,
Duck Hunt.
great. He's still in my
Sai
game now.
from Duck Dynasty.
As we
Uncle
established, he's still in my gimmick. You know, being Mexican is my gimmick. Anyways, my name is Tony Allen. You can find me everywhere at TonyST.Allen. This only makes sense in English. When I say this in Spanish on the other show, it's absolutely nonsense.
It's a new day.
Es un nuevo día. Sí lo es. Anyways,
Whoa!
I just came here to make Coma happy. He's my whole he's my whole hey Rebecca, thank you for being here.
Rebecca,
That
what up?
show.
Tony sexually transmitted Alan. Is he?
What?
What? That's what ST stands for. Sexually transmitted.
What is Meefloaf talking about? He hasn't been on for 3 months, and now he's talking about sexually transmitted.
He has his own show, so he doesn't give a F anymore. I cannot curse until 2 minutes more. He doesn't give a F about the main show anymore because he has his own. He has his own show. He's here for ransom. So that show that just ended on AEW TBS. Again, I'm not watching AEW again on YouTube TV. It's weird. Skips and cracks and the audio is terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Was not advertised as a 2.5-hour show yet. It was.
It's an overrun.
The overrun, the show, the last match is starting at 8:03.
Wow.
It did not even start like before the match and then continued. You start later.
That's because they don't have any impractical jokers anymore.
Oh, the new season is starting next week, I think. I think the new season is coming up.
Dang it. Our overrun is over, boys.
Anyways, quick takes from this episode.
Let's do a quick recap of everything that happened because maybe some of us didn't get to see the whole thing.
Is that you? That you remained like some of you means Byron. I'm sure Bear watched every second of it twice somehow because he has two screens.
First
Anyways,
of all,
Where was it? Where was it?
Run us through the show, please.
Boston. It was in Boston. We
Boston, Boston.
Hey, what was Tommaso Ciampa's big thing?
The Painmaker.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
OnlyFans, is that what he's doing now? His big thing?
No, he's from Boston, and so he was going to do a big thing on his home.
Everybody's from Boston. I think I'm from Boston. I need to check.
I lived in Boston.
Be up on Collision to show Painmaker what he's
Chocolate
in
and coffee.
Well, anyways, let's start from the beginning. How did the show start?
Well, we started off with CNC Music Company facing off against Death Rider Whipping Boys, Yuta and Daniel Garcia.
It's a pretty good tag match. How old does Adam Copeland look with long hair?
Oh man, does that haggard, man? He looks his age.
I like it. I like the look.
Well, actually, didn't the show started with a promo? For Will Ospreay's promo, isn't that what happened?
Oh yeah, the Death Riders thing. I forgot about it because the audio is terrible.
Don't you love the audio on that?
No, the audio in every. Here's the thing that sucks. I really like the Death Rider storyline.
Yeah, true.
I really do.
Yeah, hold on. I like the Will Ospreay thing with the Dead Riders, not the Dead Riders themselves.
Whatever. Right? Tomato, tomato, potato, tomato. That being said, they must pick the worst places to film the audio in, and everybody's shirtless, so you can't put a lav. But it's like, oh, today let's put them in a boiler room. A small boiler room that's super reverby, and then put a shotgun mic as far away in that small room as you can get. And then
you know what? I think it's worse than that. I think they're recording with a camera microphone.
No,
they might be.
No, how about the Randy Orton? That was pretty bad.
Oh, that was probably better than.
Dude, they've done that too. There was another time they put him on like a rooftop. They were on like a rooftop. You had like planes flying in overhead.
A what?
A rooftop.
Like, every time.
A rooftop.
Also,
Like a
rooftop.
A rooftop. A rooftop. They don't have rooftops in Britland.
No, we have rooftops, not rooftops.
Britannia.
I think
Britannia.
I like the Death Rider stuff. I think their segments. They're going with the creative motif of listening to John Moxley breathe, and that's kind of throwing a lot of the audio levels off.
Okay.
Probably.
Anyways, and then we got the match. It was Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta versus the relics of year.
Yuta is probably one of the most over heels on the show, and he's been for a while.
I like Yuta. They don't exactly. He's been. The thing is, there's been like no. All right, so you join the Death Riders because it's supposed to teach you how to get better, right? But like, nobody at the bottom has really elevated their game and gotten better. Like Yuta's been with them since they were with freaking Real.
Yeah, you just been their bitch, man. You just been their bitch the whole time.
So the premise of the group is voided now, basically.
Bring bitches in, Bring new bitches in.
There's twofold for me. This is my drop of the week, by the way.
Oh, already? Okay, fuck it.
Already, here we go.
I mean, we'll see in 45 minutes. I'll forget and say it again. So the Death Riders, they get shiny new toys and they forget it's just a wrestling gimmick. You forget the stuff you were investing in when you get the shiny new toy. So like Yuta was doing good stuff. He had a great story coming in. He built up a little bit of muscle and he tightened up his working and it was working out. But then, shiny new toys and they don't have the time to do anything with them. But he still, does good stuff. I've had 2 cinnamon rolls and a pancake, so I'm like out of my mind right now. They brought him in to
welcome diabetes.
Yeah. You guys might need to make a phone call for me soon if I start.
Okay.
What is that?
But they trusted him, and he delivered on a good program with Tony Storm on the mixed tag hair shaving thing gimmick, right?
Oh, terrible! Yes.
So it's like he does do good stuff, but and now Sheamus, who has a new name, Everyone wants him to come in, and it's only natural if he came in, he would be a Death Rider.
Come in.
And it would
What's his new name?
Well, you know what you do? You pick up the phone and tell Tony.
So
the dude was almost retired 2 years ago. Just let him retire. Like, could he do stuff in AEW? Sure. Is AEW's roster so completely loaded right now? Is it like whose spot does he take? You know, and I guess that's what you're saying, right?
He could take Wheeler Yutas or Wheeler Yutas or fucking Dani Garcia. Either one of them. They're both bitches, man.
It's like, yes, Sheamus could come in, whatever his Irish name is now, could come into the company, and he has people he could work with that he knows, and he has new people he could work with, and they would do good work. However, is it needed? Is there room? And that answer is no, because you can't put him in Death Riders because of that shiny new toy thing that took away Wheeler's whole thing, and then overshadowed everything that about Dani Garcia's existence. If he came in, that would completely overshadow the whole Will Ospreay Death Riders march to the world title and the constant...
I don't know. I don't think he's that important to anything. Like,
you bring him in, you have to do something with him for a month. And how much time do we have?
Has he got that 90-day clause, or is that?
He's gonna come around after after All Out. Not even All In, All Out.
Yeah, I think if he comes in, I would personally, I would like to see Sheamus come in, get his flowers for being a good worker. I don't need him to win matches, but I would like to see him have the type of matches he's good at, and I would 100% need him to put over the world champion, put over other top of the card AEW acts. Bandito, let him beat Sheamus. You know, Andrade beat Sheamus. MJF has to beat Sheamus, right? You got to keep Sheamus strong.
So what? You're just going to bring him in for people to beat him?
I know. I'm saying you have to keep. Yeah, you have to let him win to keep him strong and have fun. But at the end of the day, the net result.
You give him the national championship or something.
Yeah, you know,
he wants to take him out. Him and Cesaro, they're going to be like this.
Yeah, I know. And then how soon are we before we have the CNC versus
Byron's never not talking,
or Cesaro and Sheamus match, and then it's just WWE. It's just
then it means that.
But is it?
No, it means that Wheeler and Daniel are gonna lose even more.
No, they just won't even have matches. They are already almost the whatever the.
Hey, I want to give a shout out. I want to interrupt everyone and give a shout out to Justin, saying he likes it when I'm the guy talking all the time. Yeah. Thanks, Justin.
Baby,
thanks also for not showing up tonight.
Baby, I like it raw.
Wait a minute. Can I just ask a question?
Thank you for not showing up tonight yet, having time to, comment on the show. Anyways. So and then we had...
Yeah, Meef wanted to say something. Meef had something.
Oh, Meef, please go ahead. He's playing Rocket League as he is speaking right now.
Yeah.
He is.
And my child is screaming.
Meef and Como are playing Rocket League constantly.
But so basically...
Oh, I thought you...
So, Bear just.
But if you want, if you want me to,
I was complaining about it being AEW. If you do whatever, it'll be like WWE. Isn't that just the whole WWE main wrestlers? Isn't Mercedes Moné WWE? Isn't John Moxley the biggest storyline or whatever? Death Riders WWE.
But you're not.
Well, if you have that guy come in, then you can do the NWO.
But you're not. Okay. You're not seeing Moxley wrestle only WWE guys. You're not seeing Monet wrestle only WWE. If you get a Cesaro and Sheamus versus the CNC, that's just that's four guys that have worked WWE style, and they're just going to do WWE style matches.
We're putting up with the fact, it's cool to see them get their run, but we are putting up with the fact that our tag team champions in AEW are, yes, the old WWE guys, right? So
actually, cool. Justin, we are just talking about WWE right now. Just saying,
we're talking about the tag champions. How can you? That's what gets more WWE than that.
Well, we all agree they were only going to have the belts until this next pay-per-view, I think, right? Christian and,
that's
Cope.
We appreciate the run now because we think.
Well, no, hold on.
Be an AW run.
This is what I'm saying is that's what we said that might happen. It might not, but that's what we all agree that will be the best.
I mean, I don't know, because they are almost certainly going to probably replenish, and this is where it gets into the Sheamus thing. Is they're almost certainly going to bring New Day in. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought in the Motor City Machine Guns in. I mean, these guys are all about to take roster spots out of the tag team division. And so I don't know if you take the belts right away off CNC, because there's a lot of dream match potential there. It just kind of depends if they want to keep doing this tag run or they want to do some more singles stuff.
I have a question.
That's going to be up to them.
I have a question for you guys to follow up on that. See what you guys think. New Day comes in.
Yep.
Do you even put them in programs with the world titles, the tag titles? And if not, how do you balance having something for them to do, finding something for like Hertz Syndicate to do? If CNC loses, finding something for them to do.
Yeah,
it's a tag.
Did you mention the Hertz Syndicate and the New Day in the same sentence because everybody is, African American?
No, they're WWE tag. They're WWE acts.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're cool in the dosage.
Sure. No, yeah, sure.
And you still have FDR coming back at some time too. I mean, there's
I think FDR is gonna be out for quite a while. Like, I think at least the rest of the year. But
yeah, but that's good. That's
I think that but I think the idea of the New Day, it's more of this other part of the entertainment part. How long it's a New Day entrance?
How long is the entrance? Isn't like how long?
You have to do the whole. I don't know how they're gonna do it now because they don't have Piggy, but Boston, Oye, su nuevo día, así lo es.
Look, you could do it, Tony. I get where you're going.
Do it.
I'm trying to get hired. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to get a job doing it.
Look, if you're gonna bring someone like the New Day in, you're not going to bring him in for no reason at all, are you? You're going to bring him in because they're going to probably want to capture the titles at some point, man. So you might as well bring him in straight away just to do that, and then have a bit of a rivalry, but use them to basically bring up the tag team division that they're in AEW, I think, man. Because
it's a good point from Bear. Do you do it right away, or like do you even put him on? There's the dynamic in AEW is completely different. Here you have factions and families and all these other. I mean, God forbids, right? They end up in the Don Callis family. Who knows? It might happen. this is what we're at.
But if you do bring him in though, like here's the thing, like what sort of, if they're not going to be a tag team champion straight away, or like they're not going to come in without a bang, how are you going to bring him into like line up with the story being such a big tag team? Like, you know what I mean? Like how do you bring him in otherwise? You know what I mean? You've got to sort of bring him in, and they're going to come in with some sort of impact.
I mean, they could come in and be singles guys too. Both of them. I mean, Kofi.
They could.
I'm pretty sure they're married. I don't know if they can be singles.
Wow, Tony.
They're
going to be national champions.
Come in as single. I mean, obviously the Machine Guns can't come in and do single stuff probably, but I think.
Do you reckon that the Machine Guns will go there? Do you honestly reckon the Machine Guns will?
I think the Machine Guns would have been. I think the Machine Guns made a mistake going to WWE and should have gone to AEW. At this point, I don't know if the Machine Guns make sense in AEW, but there was a time when it would have been a really big signing. But I don't know. It's tough to bring in New Day if you're going to do a tag thing with them and Machine Guns when you're still trying to mess around with the Bucks stuff there. Byron.
Yeah, if you're gonna, the other thing you could do is you could do factions, though, man. You could do factions, really.
But we're talking about all these new teams to bring in, and they've already brought in teams. One, we just got back Bullet Cup Gold. So you got Jay White, who might be doing tag team stuff, maybe, or maybe
you got the Guns that are gonna do tag team stuff.
Gun Club will do tag team stuff, but you got that. You got the Dogs, and they just got signed.
Yeah,
they need to get some sort of push and feature on TV. You have any two of the Don Callis family. I would love Lance Archer and maybe Brian Cage. win. I love Lance Archer rules. He should be getting pushed and winning. And also, you bring Brian Cage back like he is. He's kind of a monster attraction. The way he looks out there, he has to win, or he just becomes a joke.
Yeah, but again, we only have 4 hours of TV a week on this company. Like what you're calling from, it's no.
I know. And that's where it gets back into the Sheamus discussion for me. There's only 4 hours of TV, and AEW at some point has to decide: are we trying to build the roster that we have, or are we trying to bring in more audience from WWE? You know, because that's what Sheamus would do. Sheamus would maybe bring a small pop right over, and then are these people going to stay and continue to watch AEW?
That's a weird gamble, because how much will he bring? I think we talked about this last week.
Exactly. How much will he bring? Yeah. Like,
I mean, like, if I don't know, I don't think he's going to do anything on that regards.
Why bring him in? And what are you bringing him in for then? He's old.
Talk to TK. He's your man. You go talk to him.
And like, I'm not saying that he's not talented, but he was literally talking about retiring like 3 or 4 years ago. You know, and it's just like, at some point, you got to go with the guys that you have that are there to be there because they want to be there, and not because WWE cut them and they have nowhere else to go. You know,
no, it's not just that. Keep going. Sorry.
Well, that I guess that's my point. At some point, AEW has to decide if they want to roll with the guys that want to be there, or if they want to bring in the guys that only want to be there because they're not in WWE anymore.
But okay, so to your point, and we'll probably move after this on that because we have other parts of the show to go to.
Yeah,
it has the growth of AEW in the last year, in this year, let's say, right? This resurgence in viewership and all this stuff has anything to do with AEW people in WWE people in AEW? I don't think so. I don't think that's what I mean. They have been already in AEW for quite some time to be impactful on the fact that they were from WWE. So if you bring that people from WWE, and instead of betting on the people you already have or you can develop or whatever, where it's not a good gamble at all, because identity and also paying these people a bunch of money that you could pay for the people in the next rounds of contracts.
And you have to ask yourself that the people that tend to watch AEW right now is because they want an alternative to what WWE offers. So the more WWE guys that you bring in that make it more like it's WWE light, that was kind of always TNA's really big mistake for me, is when they just kept bringing in these guys that were big over there instead of developing their own talent and presenting something that does feel like a true alternative to what the mainstream is,
But the difference that I see on that is that genuinely AEW brings people from other companies, not only from WWE, but they bring people from like New Japan or Stardom, Consejo, at one point AAA when they were able to. So it is kind of part of the legacy product that AEW has. Like you will expect them. Yeah, you will expect them to bring a big attraction. Go ahead, Byron. Sorry.
Yeah, so like to your point, like they would bring in Jeff Cobb for a week or two when he was New Japan to be a featured attraction. They brought in Big Cass, W. Morrissey, whatever his name was at the time, Big Bill. They brought him in for like a spot for a match, and maybe they could do that, but maybe that's the solution to get Sheamus on TV if we have to do that. But like AEW. Yeah, it was a place where Nick Gage could come on the show and slice people up. So I don't know. I also think I do think Adam Copeland is helping the product. I think he helps in a variety of ways, on screen or off screen. I'm not a big fan of some of the stuff, but I think he does good work.
On that, Byron, I think he helps in spots in pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I don't know if it helps a lot on the TV weekly product. Like when you have, he's kind of a break and then like the WWE style match on a pay-per-view. And I think that's great. But then on the weekly part of things, I'm not so sure because they were both gone for a while and we were okay. You know what I mean?
You were very.
I'm not trying to make Bear's point. I'm just saying that is, that's how I feel like in the weekly program, like today, I could have or not have that match that happened.
Yeah,
definitely. I think there's a role for people like that on there, but I don't think you can oversaturate the amount of people that are working that style on the show.
And to that point, right? I think it's like this. I think I don't know how many of you guys think like Sheamus is an actual real draw. Like I don't particularly like watching a lot of his wrestling. Like sure, he's an accomplished wrestler in that, but if you bring someone like him across, obviously he's at sort of towards the end of his career now, right? So like he just wants to get those matches in with Cesaro, get a few of them in or whatever. But he's probably like a good addition to the younger crowd in AEW to be able to teach them a lot of the fucking ropes as well. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably a good addition backstage, and to the training development of the younger crowd over in AEW. Man, I'm just saying he'd be an asset that way.
They just needed to give him the Intercontinental. I can't believe they didn't do it. Can't believe. All
right, everybody got their opinion on. Let's move on to Andrade El Idolo. Let's move on to Andrade El Idolo. Andrade was on our TV.
What? He was sweating and like almost about to laugh and the entire time in his interview with Renee.
How you know?
I was watching.
I think this was take 34 probably. it seemed like it. Also, they came back from a promo of like his own video package of him with this girl that I forgot her name.
I know. And he shows up with some baddies. It's like how many? He's got this fuckboy thing.
Chill out, bro. But also, isn't it weird? Also, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say when I was watching those segments, I was thinking, I'm getting an idea for my new MMMShow gimmick. This should be my. I'm gonna just show up, and all the ladies are gonna want to take pictures with me on the podcast.
How you know? How you know?
Is that a bad idea?
You're gonna get stabbed in your sleep by your spouse. Anyways, I gotta say. I gotta say,
and also Byron can't afford to pay them.
Of this guy because he is in Miami with a 3-piece suit on the pier in Miami Beach. That's insane, man. I was like, he keeps doing this shit.
Pimping ain't easy. Hey, pimping ain't easy. Yeah. Pimping ain't easy, brother.
Oh, well, you get some fabric that breathes or something.
Swagger, it's just swagger, brother. You gotta have that.
Anyway, again, I think they're touring the shit out of us Mexicans to get him a title. He's gonna belt collect his way until the world title. I don't like it. I don't care. I want to see him win. I just think it's gonna be champion in 2030. I don't have kids. I might have kids by then. Like, yes, he's been waiting to be champion for 5 years now.
He's only 80 years old, crying in his rocking chair.
Meanwhile, we are going to have Kenny Omega's 7th title reign and probably 2 or 3 of MJF's more on that. I mean,
I don't even know if Kenny Omega's going to make it out of this title reign.
Well, how about this?
Can Mexican people win? Just like win when you're good, you should just win.
Well, speaking of the Mexican people, they have Grand Slam coming up, and we all wanted, in a bubble. We all wanted Andrade to win the world title there. It doesn't really work with All In coming up in Wembley and stuff, but that's what we all wanted. What
have you ever had a hot chatting? Hot chatting?
No.
Hey, let's do something from WWE now.
So if we can't get that, what do we want? What would we want to see Andrade do at Grand Slam Mexico?
How many belts do the Callis family got currently?
Well, just win 17 of the CML belts.
Just curious. I'm just curious. Like how many?
Okay. So see, to Coma's point, it's like yes, you can have him win the international title from Kyle at Mexico City. Like you could do that.
That'd be great.
Have Bandito win it next week, and then have him defend it at Mexico City.
Bandito's a tag team wrestler, bro.
But Bandito's going against
He's also a Ring of Honor world champ too, dude.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
He's the ROH champion. Yeah.
Don't get greedy.
Know your Banditos. Come on.
He beat Chris Jericho.
You know, the only thing that I hate about this situation with Andrade is that they had to do at least 3 recaps, video packages, or explanations of this guy that had what was his name? Jake Doyle, so that we will remember. Oh yeah, he might be kind of important.
Jake Doyle's not
right.
Bro. Come on.
I'll be honest. I thought he was wrestling Mark Davis for a good chunk of that match.
Exactly. Yes, that's my point too. I was like, oh, and I was kind of like doing stuff at the same time. So I was like, wait a minute.
I know, I was too. I was like, oh, he's got to beat Davis to get the title shot. That makes sense. And then I was like, oh, it's Jack Doyle.
It's the positive and the negative of the perks and the non-perks of the Don Callis family, where if someone gets hurt, they still have like 3 other people who can jump on the spot, do the same or better, you know. So like they had like a meat machine tag team, 2 beefy dudes going, and they're 2 beefy guys in black trunks. One of them like blew his bicep out. That's fine. There's another one. They all kind of look the same. Cage came back a little leaner, but between him, Doyle, and then Dunkzilla, who got in pretty good shape, they all kind of are sort of serving the same purpose, except Dunkzilla, no offense to the other 2, is a way more tremendous and charismatic wrestler.
Hey, also, I gotta say something real quick about the baddies. They Mexican it up. Like they put 2 like Latinas with him. Good for the production.
Like,
good for production. Yeah.
All right, Andrade.
Because the other girl, the girl that was on the video with him, that's just like, I'm not gonna say it because I will probably see him soon. So I don't want to say his thing. I shouldn't say it. But anyways, well, she was not Latina looking. That's what I'm saying.
She's a snow
anyways, that's you. Hey, here, don't forget, you'll meet him in 2 weeks. So just put him on a chuckle. Anyways, it was a good match. Very enjoyable.
Yeah.
And then the championship is gonna be at the pay-per-view. So my question is, are they redemption? Yeah. Are they trying to build the pay-per-view? Are they trying to build Andrade as this belt collector, or are they trying to make the belt important? Because I was like, wait,
back up. You think that match is going to be at Redemption? No,
that's what they said.
Is it really? Yeah. They're doing it at Redemption and not Mexico City?
Yes.
Whoa, yeah. Tony Khan, thank you for joining the show.
Triple Con.
619. Triple Con.
We're making history, boys. I like it.
Look, I'm going to go back to the graphic just so I can make sure that I'm not incorrect.
I love you, Tony Khan.
So tonight was sort of an eliminator against a guy who looks like the guy he needs to fight.
Yeah, pay-per-view. Yeah. Here it is. AEW National Championship, 1 week from Sunday. Mark Davis versus Andrade El Idolo.
I can't even pronounce what I want to see.
Idolo.
You want to know what I want to see?
Idolo.
I want to see Dunkzilla and Jack Doyle pull a Bellas.
You're supposed to be steering away from WWE, bro.
Yep. Twin magic.
Twin magic.
Yeah, twinning.
I want to see some twin magic.
Yeah. Color tag team twinning. Oh god. Let's come up with the top 10 like things to do to make the TV contract get canceled immediately.
I can do it.
So right now,
Meef, what would you do?
AEW Redemption has 5 matches.
TKO.
One of them is Tekla versus Willow, Mark Davis versus Andrade El Idolo, Kenny Omega versus Kevin Knight, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The Painmaker versus Tommaso Ciampa. Not looking forward to that. And Kyle Fletcher versus Andino.
I can't wait for Painmaker.
I'm okay.
Painmaker.
It's like Jericho's demon, man. You know.
No, it's not. But I I enjoyed the novelty and the effort put into Jericho's return run at New Japan. I also appreciate the fact that he basically would do a program with someone who was over and then make a t-shirt with their he would steal their gimmick. He had a Naito shirt. I actually have that. He did the Painmaker because of the Rainmaker. You know, there's no other like thing for that. Like he would steal everyone else's gimmick. He wore a mask. No, that's when he beat up Naito, I think. Anyway, he was just ripping off other people's gimmicks. And now he's in AEW and he's trying to fight someone else. Like the Painmaker has any type of lore behind it.
It's got
no, dude.
It's like
he just bought too much makeup and he still hasn't used all of it yet.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he gets superpowers this match and wins.
What, an even slower spinning back elbow?
Painmaker.
Hit.
The Judas.
Somebody's audio is really clunky over there. I don't know. Anyway.
That's probably mine.
It is Byron.
Oh, what a surprise.
That's
anyway, and then so we had Kenny come out, right? And also, before we get to the Kenny part, they forgot to put Kenny on the recap package for last week. Like they talk about the women and all this stuff, and then and then when they came back from the video package, and also that's not the only thing that happened last week. We have a new champion. I was like, oh, you guys forgot to edit him in? Come on, that's just
everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows? No, you're trying to bring new people to know that
they all came in because they heard the news. You know,
sure.
Kenny Omega's back on top.
Anyways, so I did not pay attention to this part of the show. Did anybody has a comment on the celebration for Kenny Omega's championship?
I do.
It looked like a wedding setup.
Oh, wow.
It was terrible, bro. It was like the setup looked like one of those wedding setups, like when they have the wedding setup. You know,
it does look like that. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
They set up a lot of Kenny matches tonight, and that they used that part of it to kind of build some stuff.
Kenny, the cleaner.
They had Kenny interacting with Moxley, you know, but there's only so many weeks between now and
his retirement.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be everyone in it fucking all in. It's like they're gonna have like a 52-man dance fucking main event, man. Everybody's just gonna
be Kenny Omega doing a gauntlet from the beginning of the show to the end.
Kenny Omega is the real deal.
Honestly, that would be kind of interesting.
Oh God!
Book it.
Well, I really like that Kevin, a friend of the show, was in the mix on this. I'm probably going to jump ahead here and talk about that little after interview, the interaction that he had with Speedball. And I just love that. I love that the real personalities shine through in all of this. Because he's like, hey, man, we're here to love you again, or whatever. He says something like that. And then Kevin goes like, I don't need your love, man. He says something that's such a like a Kevin night.
No, his line was, there isn't no more goodness in this heart, only greatness. Then he beat the fuck out of him.
Thank you.
Yeah, hit and run.
You have kids near you, yeah. That's great.
Such an asshole.
Well, yeah, I mean, for that, I do think that it's great for all these people to get, these matches with Kenny. That's gonna be good. This Kenny run, I don't know, kind of a, trying to patch a leak here or something. I don't know what
they want. The Ospreay Kenny match. That's been the rumor.
They're gonna get it. That's what
for that one for a long time. That's the kind of the proverbial handing the belt, I think, off to Ospreay.
Or is it the handing of the?
Because I was there. I was there at All In MJF and Osprey. I think that's where the money is, man. Like I because I know that people will be a lot happier of MJF.
Sure, but they
losing
can do that match. They can do that match next year. Omega's only got so much left. I mean, I think that's part of it too.
True. Okay.
You know, this is a.
You only get him winning the belt once for the first time in London.
It's kind of like it's almost like, you know, the guys that have been watching the the New Japan stuff. This is kind of like their like Rock to Hogan moment, you know, a little bit, you know, in that sphere of wrestling.
They want it's got to happen. It's one of those.
And
things,
right now,
definitely.
England after today needs a win. Sorry, Meef.
I don't care.
They really need
England.
Yeah, but again,
look,
Argentina won. It's not like they won against Croatia or something. It's Argentina. Fuck them. Anyways,
I don't care. I actually prefer Argentina before recent times.
Firstly, is MJF is he going out for a bit? Is someone said that before?
Yeah, he's injured. He's they said that they might tie him into All In, but they said he's probably going to take some time off and be off TV for a little while.
Because I was going to say, if he was going to wrestle at All In, it'd probably be more applicable for him to sort of come up against somebody like Andrade there, and they could run a number one contenders or something like that. I don't know how that would work, but my point being you're right. MJF would probably be a great matchup with him too. But I think this is the dream match, like you're saying, Bear. It's been booked in for a long time now. The people that wanted to see that match. Especially in England, where it's that we was going to go over anyway. Who else would he want to go over with? And to the point, how old's Kenny now, man? I was just throwing this in before. Could this be is he going to try and retire him? Maybe just add that to it.
I don't know, man.
Because he's saying he's knackered, mate. He's saying
Kenny is 42. But Kenny's problem is not only his neck; he has a plethora of issues.
And this is what I'm
saying. If he can stay away from wrestling for 3 years, probably he'll be back to being a fit human.
But he was saying that he goes he didn't expect to be there. He didn't even expect it to be there where he is now. He was saying that in the whole lead up to it all. So it's could we see something like that, which would be pretty massive as well. So I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well.
Is Kenny one of those guys like AJ Styles that when they go, I don't have it. Not to say I don't have it. I'm sure they can. AJ Styles tomorrow could go out and still put on a really good match. But is it a really good match by AJ Styles standards? I mean, that to me is kind of what it sounded like when he retired. Is that it's can't have a good match. It's just I can't have
you're only young once,
AJ
man.
Styles. Yeah,
you're only young once.
And I gotta imagine if is that something that weighs on Kenny. He was the best bout machine for a long time. Is he's one of those dudes that are gonna want to hang on forever like Chris Jericho? Or is it going to be I had my time, I delivered some amazing matches, and I can't.
He's still doing that though.
More consistently.
He's still doing that though. You know what I mean?
AJ Styles, but
just go after Dave Meltzer because every match is a freaking banger, mate. According to him,
I think what Tony was saying though, and Kenny has alluded to this in some interviews. There's just a higher amount that Kenny has to pay to get into a big match. As far as training and prep work, and there's a higher price to pay afterwards for these matches. So he's not going to come out and sports entertain and work one match after 3 months or something like Jericho can. Or I think
that's what I'm saying.
to serve his pride. It costs too much to do consistently.
In saying what you're saying, just go up with a big banger. Just go out with a big banger now and just fix himself afterwards and see.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with his distance, of course, but it's every time that what's his name does prepare for Wolverine as he gets older, it's just fucking insane what he has to do in order to look cut, right?
6
so it's the same thing with Kenny.
No cheat meals.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
what do you think Hugh Jackman's this for? God damn.
No,
I'm sorry. Is your neighbor not of your liking? I thought you guys were from the same.
Don't you guys know each other? But it's
they're neighbors. High school
At some point, though, you're a millionaire. In your
Hugh
40s,
Jackman is a
and
stapler.
you have a resume and a list
It's
of
a what?
accomplishments.
Stapler.
No, stapler.
Yeah, like Rob Schneider is a carrot.
I
love
know
New
New Zealand words. Australian.
Anyways, so I want to move on to the next thing because I don't know.
1 second with the Kevin Knight. Well, we're on the Kevin Knight thing. I'm excited for that Darby Kevin Knight match next week for the TNT.
Is that next week or next Saturday?
I thought it was. Let's see. When is that? I thought it was.
Because they've had a bang already, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Darby had the title, that was a cracking match, man. They're capable of putting. That's actually a good a good. What's the word I'm looking for here? Rivalry for Darby since he's
on the upcoming episode of AEW Dynamite. So yeah, next week. Okay.
So it will be would I be able to see it? Okay, we'll figure out. That will be very interesting. That is that for the TNT Championship.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility he will be beltless before going into the championship match.
Yeah. And there's a chance that he takes 2 big losses, and then we'll see how cocky he is or what happens when that happens.
Well, then I think that last conversation with Mike comes in, into a lot of play, right? Like, yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't wish for him to lose the championship, but it will be interesting. It will be an interesting developing story. Also, I think Mike should be the one to take the belt from him. I mean, that would be
definitely.
But those guys
I'm not saying Darby wins next week. I could easily see some shenanigans happen from the Don Callis family that cost Darby.
Shenanigans.
Yeah,
shenanigans.
Yeah, probably. And that sets up that they might do that at the pay-per-view for the world title. So, yeah. And then we had Brodito, right? Or we had something else before Brodito?
Brodito! Yes, it is.
I think we had Brodito. Oh, hold on. Oh, we had Jack Perry cut a promo. And then we had Brodito.
How good was that? How good was that?
That was when I took
Why is he on TV still? Here's the thing.
Because he got a new contract.
What are they signing? Who does that? Who does that? God
Holding a knife doesn't count as a personality.
I know,
that's
and it's
disorder.
Oh God, I don't even want to get into it because I'm just gonna. I can't.
You're my hair.
How mad are you that the dinosaur guy with one arm was boom micing and calling cut? These guys supposedly he's son of a famous actor and he doesn't know what a movie set is.
Sideburns.
I don't know, man. It just seems like it's like, you know what? Sheamus can come in and take his spot if you want.
Fair enough.
There you go. See, there you go. Yeah. And then, because I don't really want to spend any time on that. And then we have Brodito, and they beat living crap out of some people, right?
Mm-hmm. Squash match, pretty much.
Yeah, it was pretty quick, right? They look great.
It was.
Who was the other people? Are there?
Who cares?
Locals or?
Of course, someone that no one cared about.
And your opponent already in the ring? Oh no, it was Solo. It was Solo and
Solo Dolo.
Solo, and I cannot see who the other guy is. Anyways, it was a squash match. It was
so quickly.
Yeah, it was okay. And then they kind of got in the way of Kyle Fletcher, right? And then Kyle came out.
Wait, let's
I didn't see this part.
Bandito, what an amazing guy.
Oh, and then Commander did. Yeah, Commander.
That guy, he's got some talent too, man.
Yeah, I know.
Who, Commander? Of course he is.
Yeah, he's a highlight reel, mate. Absolute highlight reel.
He is great. Yeah, I like him.
Well, I like that they're doing with Fletcher right now. He's getting a lot of screen time, and they're putting him in some.
Dude,
must-see matches, because the Commander match tonight was great. He's going to have a match with Bandito. They're clearly setting up a match between him and Okada. There's still the whole thing with him and Takeshita. I mean, there is a lot hovering around Kyle Fletcher right now. Like there's like a little Kyle Fletcher universe of things that are hovering around that belt right now, and there's some interesting matches that are probably coming.
I think, Kyle Fletcher
that's my problem with
the best heels going around in the business right now, man. They're straight up MJF.
That's my problem with
the business.
With the national championship, because like Kyle has the international championship and it is great. What's happening with it's just so low bottom to start. Like, I don't know. That's why. But I think these matches are great. He picked him up from that's crazy. He completely picked him up on the corner and then flipped it inside of the ring. That's crazy. Damn, Kyle, strong. Yeah. Anyways,
he's honestly one of the best in the ring right now, and so showcasing him, and like honestly, Kyle Fletcher is just like, just got to be one of the most improved wrestlers over the last 2 years, just in general. Like, from if you go back to his stuff with Aussie Open to what he's doing now in the short amount of time that it took him to get to this point, I mean, that is somebody that is just. I don't know. He's coming, like he's going to be a mainstay at that main event scene sooner than later. Yeah. Can't say enough good things.
Well, in AEW hierarchy, he is there, right? Like he's there. He just doesn't have because Kenny still has the championship, from 5 years ago. So
he's not higher than Swerve, I don't think, right now in terms of the pecking order. I don't know if he's higher than Omega.
Whose house?
Than Ospreay right now. He hasn't really gotten any of the big wins over Ospreay per se in like their singles matches. He's at that. The way that they have it tiered is that like their main event scene is like the top guys, but like
right.
That international belt, I mean, that's still got Okada in it. They're like 1B guys. They're a half step away from it. Once they kind of get done with that run, they can step up into that next belt.
I'll say, like you say, you're like B, I would say they're A- people, right? Because it's so complicated and so crazy sometimes with the amount of people that they have in the roster and the talent that they have. It's just that you really don't have, like C players, unless you're in obscurity on, like really, where it's like these guys that were like Solo and the guy, still really good.
Those guys are even, I mean, there's like, I guess, because you have your B guys that are kind of in the, it's tough because they're so top heavy now. Where do you rank like Jack Perry? Is he?
I know where to rank Jack Perry.
Dustbin.
Who cares?
But he's presented as a guy that feels like in the same category of guys. He's like the top end of
what is he doing that matters?
But then he shouldn't be.
He's got a knife. He's got a fucking knife, mate. He's got a knife.
He deserves it.
He's got a knife.
A category of guys that are in that like B to lower C range, and like Jack Perry's
because hold on, I don't think so. Because if you put, let's say, it was supposed to be at one point, it was supposed to be Sammy, Jack.
That's all so out the window, though.
Oh no, I get it. But then it was supposed to be Darby and who else? If you think about it, then MJF. But now MJF and Darby are like, of course you get degraded if you do not put the work or your skill and your abilities. Of course you get degraded and you fade out. But he is being, artificially kept on the conversation.
I know, but he's artificially kept in that like B.
I don't think so. For nobody. Like
the thing with him is when his contract was up, there was no interest in him from WWE. personally, I think there's 2 places he can work. AEW, because he's an AEW guy and they like him. PW
and the Homework Channel.
And New Japan. I think he did all right in the House of Torture. New Japan. He'd be a good guy in there. But really, he doesn't do anything of consequence, and he doesn't get or take direction. So when he has a funny idea, like he's gonna steal bananas or something for a match, or onions or whatever it was a while ago, that falls flat. No one cares. Now he does a joke where he breaks a fourth wall and asks the dinosaur boom op if it was a good take, and then the dinosaur boom op says cut. Like, everyone knows enough to know none of that makes sense. What's the purpose? And it just sums up his whole character.
They give him airtime.
What's the purpose? What is the thing you're doing?
They give him airtime, and they give him title belts, and so he's presented as that. But the talent level is not at the same talent level as Darby or MJF. He came in, like you said, in the 4 pillars. I honestly think if I'm going to be like I don't even think it's a hot take. I think I would rather watch Sammy on AEW and Jack go down to ROH for a little while and maybe figure something out. But that's not happening. Somehow Sammy dropped down to like the Ring of Honor level where he's, one of the main guys down there. But I don't know. He's clearly in a tier below where Jack Perry is presented in a tier that I don't think he necessarily deserves.
He's a celebrity,
man, for sure. Switch him.
He's a celebrity.
We will figure this out.
He's there as
90210.
He's a Kardashian. That's what he is. He's a Kardashian. He's the son of a famous person.
Who knows him as that? Like outside of wrestling.
Hold on.
Who knows it? He's got his old man sideburns, mate. That's 90210 all over again.
That. And that's a big part of his AW lore. And I think that he could have had potential to be part of the elite, to be part of those guys who are over with the fans.
He's a Kardashian, but he's Rob Kardashian.
And it sucks.
Tony's
I don't
friend
want
at this point.
I don't.
They no-sold that, Tony. They totally no-sold that.
Yeah, no, they don't know who I'm talking about.
No, he's a Kardashian, but he's Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Kind of. But like, I don't even want to be mean-spirited about it. It's just I've seen them try to get Jack Perry over, and the closest that they ever got was his scapegoat gimmick. And then
I didn't care for that.
And then they started to do the stuff with the knife. And then
I loved it.
That lost me. The knife thing, I'm just like, all right, are you threatening people? I just don't like weapons that are like never going to be used in wrestling.
I will say.
He's got.
There's one exception to the rule because he brings the knife around. What are you going to do? You still get beat up all the time and you have a knife on you? Like, what's the point of you, dude? But there's one guy. Is this name Policeman in what is it, CML or it's one of the luchas? He's a luchador, and he's dressed like a policeman, and he full on pulls out his gun in matches. Sometimes he never shoots anyone.
Wow. Hopefully.
Well, I mean, I don't seen all the shows.
Anyway, so then we spent a lot of time on this guy. So then we had the Painmaker come out, cut a promo. Tommaso Ciampa come out and cut a promo. Whatever. And then we had what I thought at that moment was the main event, which was Darby Allin and who was it? It was Darby Allin and Brian Cage. And I thought, I was like, oh my God, they are ending the show 2 minutes before.
You talk about your C-level tier. That's a Brian Cage. That's your C-level right there.
They're burning him out too because he came back. Like I was,
I don't know. He was in that movie by Spielberg. Was really bad.
Man, he's a machine.
He was in the movie and he does good work. And he was in bigger.
Yeah, he's great. But you can't. Not everybody can be an A-tier guy.
But like he'd be great to like put people over. Like at the beginning, Lance Archer would dominate jobbers in a way that was super fun, and he got legitimate. And then he would do a program and job to a guy with a title. That was funny.
He put people's heads through cinder blocks as well. Cinder blocks.
I loved when he would have a jobber match, and he would actually drag the jobber to the ring to have the match with him. Like he's already been beating him up.
I like when he.
Anyway, sorry. I did forget there was a promo by the Birds before this match. I don't know. I wanna hear your guys' thoughts on that promo because I don't know. Go ahead,
Michael
Byron.
P. Hayes. I thought he worked at WWE.
Go ahead, Beef.
I just said that I thought Michael P. Hayes worked at WWE.
All right, Byron, what do you thought?
I haven't seen it yet. I had to
great.
stop watching to do a podcast.
What are you watching, man?
Yeah,
Jesus.
He was eating ice cream and a lot of sugary stuff.
Because
he's back home. Because he's back home, and that's what you get. You get diabetes when you go visit your family. Come on, what do you think of that?
I don't think eating 2 cinnamon rolls and a pancake is a good idea for anyone to do, by the way.
Especially when you're 75 or whatever your age is. Come on, what do you thought of the? What do you thought of the?
I'm not too sure about the Birds, man. I don't know if they get over enough with me. Like I know that they're trying to build towards All In or whatever it is. But there's something about it that just doesn't hit the spot for me with their promos, man. I don't know. That's all I've really got down. It doesn't really sell for me, man.
And Bear loves it. What I think it's that. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, Bear. What do you think of the promo?
I think I went out to let my dogs out, and when I came back in,
he's trying to get away from. He's getting away. Oh, whatever. I thought the promo, although I really love both women, I think they're great. It made them look too one-dimensional. This part that's like, here in Boston, they know about getting drunk and punching people. I'm like, I don't know. I think they have, and also with the Patriots jersey, it was kind of weird. I think they look a lot less character that they had shown before. Like I know they keep doing these vignettes and stuff like that, like they beat up people and stuff like that. They need to add something else to this so that it makes sense. Yeah. It's not catching what they think is catching. It's not developing into what they think, and they're really good. And I wish I would rather have them as champions than the other girls, the Divine, the Double D's as Thunder calls them. I would prefer to have them as champion. The Birds
are great. Double D is
okay,
great. But
all right, Bear. Yeah,
I think the Birds make sense to take the belts off them. And I don't catch Collision as much as I'd like, so I don't know if they've been featured on Collision a bunch. But like,
there's Steve-O. You can watch it if you want to. Really, if you really want to, you can watch it.
I need to figure somehow to do it, but it's like
what would Tony say?
A lot of Saturday. Anyways, that said,
don't tell Tony Khan about this.
Moving on quickly. I
don't know if they're having a bunch of matches on Collision that I'm just not seeing, but they're mostly building them up through vignettes, and I think I'd rather see them be. I think I'd rather see Tony step away a little bit from Double D being featured. Not saying to not feature them, but I think you need to build up some of your other tag teams down below, and that means giving some of these other tag teams some feuds. And I think that would kind of help with what you're talking about with the Birds, is showing something where they're actually competing against other people with stakes and things. Because they do have a lot of interesting tag teams in that women's division, there should be some rotation at least on that. I think the Birds are the right, like you're right, but they have to present them properly. They're almost there. They're almost there. It's just like you have your you have your guacamole, but you don't have any shapes, bro. I mean, come on. They need to overcome another team in a way that doesn't feel like a squash match.
No, but that's not the problem. On the ring, we know they're good, bro. We know they're good in the ring. What we need them is in their presentation. Just put a little bit more something, spice. I don't know.
Give them more than a one-dimensional character, like you said.
Exactly. Just don't make them, don't make them this simple. We beat people because we're drunks.
I think to give them that other dimension, you need to give them some kind of challenge that they have to overcome. I think they have to have something to work with. Right now, they're just given the vignette.
They need to develop their characters, man. The characters.
Yeah, and I think I think you build character through overcoming obstacles. That's storytelling 101. And I think they need to overcome some kind of obstacle to get to the double D in the first place. And they need some kind of other team that they have to get through to get there, whether it's the Sisters of Sin, but they seem to be kind of wrapped up in something else.
Yeah, and another storyline.
Yeah, so they need to find a team that they can kind of get over that presents an actual challenge. I think that's a big problem. That maybe not a big problem. I think squash matches have a place, but I also think sometimes there's this hyper reliance on squash matches to build up contenders in AEW. And sometimes you can build up contenders by actual storytelling.
And before we move on, remember the thing. Remember our motto in this show is: if it's too creative, it's not gonna happen. So if you want them to overcome something, so that they can become more interesting, it's probably not gonna happen. Okay, so final match of the night. What was it? We had a 3-on-3. We had the Divine Dominion and Mercedes Monet. Sure. Versus what's her name? What was it? Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought here. It was
the 3-on-3
Divine Dominion. Who?
Mercedes Monet.
Yeah, sorry. I really thought that was the end of the show, so I didn't really pay attention. I watched it, but then we had to come back here.
And then Maya World, and then whoever Maya World's tag team partner is, I always forget her. And they were all dressed up like each other. They came out. They looked good. I don't know. This Willow thing is interesting. I don't know. I'm so on the fence with it. Tonight they buried their tag team champions with Willow. She completely came in and beat the shit out of both the tag team champions and presenting as a super dominant force. So in some ways it showed Willow is this monster powerhouse.
John Willow.
Side, she totally went Super Cena on them and beat the shit out of them. And I'm I don't know about the way. I don't know. I'm not. The Willow pushes. I just don't know how to feel about it. On one hand, I really like Willow, and
it's okay. It's okay, Bear. If there's something you disagree with the product, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, but I can't even really put my finger on what it is that I'm not. There's something off about the Willow stuff, and I don't really know what it is.
Because they don't know how to. They don't know.
Figure it out.
Okay. Nobody understood it. Sorry, nobody speaks British. So
did you repeat jerk? Nobody speaks jerk.
Turkish? Nobody speaks British. I said.
Oh. How do you say Turkish?
I mean, perfect applicable.
Turkish. I speak a little Turkish. Anyways, go ahead. Can you repeat yourself, please?
Well, me?
Yes, sir.
Bear was just saying he couldn't put his finger on why I didn't like it, and I said because of the way he looked, the way he's currently dressed, I could probably come up with a reason.
No, I like Willow.
You honky.
Yeah, a little honky-ish, I guess. I was happy with Monet. I don't know.
I think there's an issue with Willow being a white meat baby face that we all want her to be that, and AEW they haven't been great at writing for white meat baby faces. So someone
because they flip flop on her a lot too. At one point they wanted her.
Are they presenting? That's my problem is I can't quite tell if they're flip-flopping or if that's their actual way of presenting their white hot baby face.
She had heelish tendencies in her.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Because there's a little Cody Rhodes and Super Cena to the way that they're presenting it. And I'm I've lived through Super Cena long enough to go, I don't like where this is kind of going with some of this, where it's like, oh, I'm going to power up and beat the crap out of this monster tag team that we've been like showing as monsters for, you know, it just, I think that's what it is. You're talking about the white hot baby face. There's too much of the Super Cena-esque stuff that's happening, and I never really liked the Super Cena runs, and so I'm just having maybe a little bit of like flashbacks to the Cena era.
You know what? It also has a lot of that, you know, Bailey hugger period thingy.
Yeah.
Yes,
but then,
exactly.
And if you remember, a year ago, she was like trying to kill her best friend, so it's weird. It is
and
weird.
Then you talk about the heelish things, and I'm like, but are they heelish things, or is it like we perceive it as kind of heelish, but they're not even presenting it that way, but it just we feel like it is, you know? Like, I don't know if there was intention for the heelish elements to come through, you know, or maybe there is, but it's tough for me to tell because I don't know. Like I said, there's just something. She's not really overcoming a lot. She's just a monster powerhouse at this point, you know?
The thing is that there is nothing to overcome, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like brutally, you know, undefeatable. So it's kind of hard to get behind something that it's,
And she's not particularly humble about it. Oh, thanks for coming. Haha. Just ruined your.
Oh, you guys remember that cake thing they did?
They had like the returning superstars, and every returning superstar they had that she beat the. You know, I mean, it's like, oh, there's these returning. Oh, Willow beat them. I mean, and it's like, so like that's kind of heelish, right? She's ruining everybody's return matches, but they're not presenting her as a heel. Like she's this, haha, good effort.
Wasn't here where they had that thing with the cake that we all complain about it? Remember that they like they just bully, they just high school bully her into
segment to Mercedes after she lost the title, and they all just bullied her and stuff. And it's like, hold on, I don't like you guys now. I feel
makes me feel bad for her. What the hell?
Yeah. A bit.
Anyways, all right. So
that one.
I just wanted to really quickly run through the show of Dynamite so that everybody didn't watch it. We can get our opinions and future set up so that we can actually have some reels to run next week. Thank you very much. Now, guys, I have to go, but you guys can continue on the show. I'll just see you later. I don't know what else you're gonna do about you guys have your top tens and stuff like that. Well, no, I'm leaving. You guys can stay. I have to, you know, feed my family and do work.
Yeah. So why don't Tony? Why don't you leave, and then we're gonna do a segment called "Let's Talk About Tony."
Oh, because I'll still be. Thank you.
Oh, you'll be watching.
and how we bullied him into getting behind the PS5 live on there.
Let's talk about Tony.
Oh, guys. Well, I have to go, but please continue with the show.
We'll do.
I'll text you and talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Love you, Tony. Bye.
I want to take this moment.
Tony, he's a real asshole. Oh, he's gone? Yeah, cool. I love you, Tony.
I'm still here, motherfucker.
What
bye.
Love you, Tony.
I just want to say, everybody, I don't think we're going to do a full segment tonight. I think we'll probably be a little brief this week. Go to Homeface and use code MMMShow. Use code MMM20 for 20% off the Homeface products. They're great stuff. We all use them.
Great stuff.
Just really, really do it. I'll get a commercial cut for us to use in the future. I'm on vacation right now, so I am trying to edit stuff, but it's harder to find time. But their stuff is great. They got real simple stuff. They got a trio set, which is basically face wash and a little spray and then moisturizer. They put the numbers on it, so you do it in order. It's easy. You don't even have to think. You just do it, and then you're good. And then you look beautiful. And they have fun masks and stuff if you want to treat yourself. Anyways, Homeface, HOMMEFACE.com. Use code MMM20. You get 20% off. The prices are already great. If you want to age defense yourself, they have age defense kits for eye cream. They got
80 years old, man. Look at me. I'm right.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in an old folks home, actually. It's just people playing bingo off screen. Anyway, it's good stuff.
So Bear looks like he's in a Vietnam veterans place.
Yeah, Bear. I keep expecting Bear to yell, "Good morning, Vietnam."
Good morning, MMMShow fans.
So hey, so Raw Doggers, why don't you tell us what happened? I don't watch Raw. I don't know what's happening. What happened on Raw?
I watched some Raw.
What are they doing over there?
What?
There were some interesting
Maxine,
things.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of town.
It's not interesting, Bear. It's terrible.
Like, I've heard some.
What are you talking about?
Stop
I
gaslighting.
was like, oh shit, Maxine joined the Vision and actually giving some charisma. The Vision's starting to work work for me.
No, my God, what is wrong with you? No wonder you like AEW. Jesus,
What I like,
it's some of the worst. No, Bear. Just
what?
No. Don't even bother continuing with that sentence.
No, I'm actually interested to hear this. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out whether he's gaslighting or not.
Me? No, I really like what they're doing with the Vision right now.
What do you like about it?
I like the whole Maxine turn. It's fun.
I like looking at Maxine too, but that's not what is great about it. But
I'm not talking about looking at Maxine. I feel like they've been trying to make this Vision thing work for a really long time, and they finally found something I think they finally found something that makes them a lot more interesting than they were for the last year.
So how do you save the Vision, Bear? How do you save it?
I think they're doing fine with it right now. They're giving them something to work with in the tag division, and they're doing the whole bit with the Otis and.
Do you think
what that group was called after Gable left?
Oh, what are they called? The American.
Hold on, guys. Speaking of Gable, why is he fighting his new best friend Penta
for the belt?
This is redemption arc. He's gone through the winning every round, and Penta's
there's gonna be a longer play here. I think, man. I think we're gonna see he's all good at the moment, but secretly, is he really good?
No, they're going to give the belt to him.
It's in the back pocket.
And it's going to be his redemption.
But I don't know. American Alpha Team, wasn't they called Alpha Team or something?
No, anyway, American Made.
I reckon that you might see them and going into the
Vision.
The Vision, yeah.
You think?
Maybe.
That's not.
Hey, look with today's standards of umpiring and today's storylines, you can't dismiss it, man. Like anything's possible.
That's
really.
not something that they don't like turning their faces heels.
Yeah, but they like dancing in their own shit at the moment. So,
Then Otis can't do the worm or whatever he does, and he's not.
I think you could do you could do something. He could put a saddle on his back and let Cesaro ride him while he does the worm.
I'll tell you, if there was one person that I want from WWE to go to AEW, it's Otis. I think that dude. I think he's awesome, and I feel like he's stuck in a weird role for. He has a role on TV that he gets a lot of airtime in. It's not saying that. I just think that he could be more than what he is presented as.
He works out with Gable. No, I loved his old tag team in NXT. I love those guys.
Who was
Chucky?
I mean, he's got the size to be credible. I don't know. I'd love to see him come into AEW and be like an actual monster.
NXT. Who was his tag team partner in NXT?
Tucker.
The dude Tucker. They released him after they brought him up and they paired him with Gable. It kind of sucked because it was like Heavy Machinery is coming up and then haha, bye, you're gone, and we're going to tag him with Gable now.
I think something happened with him.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember him.
No, but I know, whatever. I do I watch Raw for more highlight stuff and actually sitting through all the commercials. But the stuff that they've been doing with Maxine has been the stuff that's actually pulled me in and been oh, that's kind of interesting.
It's
you need something to compare things with, I guess, man. But
yeah, it is absolutely fucking dreadful.
I'm a big fan of Tozawa. I think Tozawa gets enough time. I think he's great. He could be the next Taka Michinoku or the Funaki. Indeed.
Well, I'm just happy he has the job.
Yeah, at the moment. I mean, hey, if you're going to re-sign people like LA Knight, you're always going to have a job there. Don't worry about that.
All right, guys.
That's the bottom. He's only up from there, right? Just saying.
All right, guys, how does
There's
everyone
also
feel
LA
about LA Knight?
I think it's fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic.
I like
Pardon my
LA Knight.
sarcasm.
Oh god, LA
I
Knight
think
is
they.
dreadful.
I feel like WWE.
No.
Once again,
There's no ball being dropped here, Bear. The guy is
dude,
absolutely dog shit.
he was like the most over on. They have these moments where their guys get really over, and they do.
He's
not
over with the kids.
And
That's about
anyway,
it.
Bear, he can't stand
What?
on a top turnbuckle without falling off it.
yeah, well, I mean,
And the crazy thing about it is, man,
in
like,
WWE, that's not
him and Jey
I don't
Uso
wanna
do the
see
same thing, except Jey Uso's drunk.
AEW,
LA Knight's not.
that way.
Yeah.
He's old.
But in terms of entertainment, LA Knight entertains me.
He is
you
not
know?
Well,
entertaining.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a decent promo.
For a man who hates the WWE, you would like the most WWE things.
I
That's Rock and
understand what
Austin
WWE
all
is.
done.
I don't necessarily dislike WWE. I dislike the presentation of WWE. I don't want to see commercials literally everywhere. It's at this point, it's the commercial thing that really just turns me off. It's the Jack Links on the table. It's like the 1,000 ads on
Do you watch
the mat.
American football? Do you watch American football?
Well, I mean,
What's that got to do with anything?
But I
American
watched
football?
the
This is
watched the
racism.
commercial-free Red Zone is what I
No.
watch.
This is how American
America.
TV is made and put together.
No.
I can
It's-
understand that,
your
but
sport
if I have an
events get turned into
alternative where I
adverts.
don't have to watch it and I can be equally
Why?
happy, I'm going to spend my limited amount of time.
Did you watch the
watching more of
XFL?
that. The XFL, no.
Did you watch the XFL?
Oh, did you watch the LFL?
There you go.
LFL was great.
But I
There's
didn't
not
enjoy the
Best
XFL. I
deal
tried
around.
watching
Byron,
the
did you?
XFL
He did. He was like,
once or
yeah,
two
LFL.
times,
You get
and I
it.
go,
He's
this
not even
is
watching this
not
right now.
the
He's watching something
NFL.
else.
When I watch AEW, I go,
I'm playing FIFA.
this is better than what I'm watching.
Hey, I knew you are playing games. Byron's elsewhere. He's like watching something else.
I'm playing FIFA.
Oh, look, I think you need.
Meefloaf
you
is
need to
like
have something.
redoing history right now.
You need to have something to compare AEW with, right? And it's fair enough, you know what I mean? But if you're going to sit there and like pat fucking LA Knight in the ass because you think he's got a great gimmick or whatever, and he just goes, yeah, like, come on, bro.
I think LA Knight was over with the crowd, like really over with the crowd. And yeah, I know.
Yeah, because
How do I
people
say
like
this
saying
bit?
random shit.
Yes,
You
yeah.
almost want to say, like, stay in your own lane if you like LA Knight, man, because it just doesn't work, man, bro.
I like
I'm
LA
not
Knight.
saying.
I think he does.
Well,
I
that's
think
cool. Wait, listen. We can't all be cool. I get it.
he's on my. You remember that top 10 list we were doing? I think he's one of the best in-ring workers.
Yeah, no, I've got to see that. Do we all do a top 10 list?
Now I don't know if we can do it now because Justin.
I reckon we can.
Tony are here.
No,
I'm very interested to see. I'm very interested
We
to
gotta
see if
push
you
that off
actually
another week.
chose somebody
Bear's
outside
gonna
of AEW.
Bears 1, 2, 3 is gonna be 1L, 2A, 3 Knight.
Yeah.
LA Knight
4, yeah.
is Jimmy Uso is
Jimmy.
my number 4.
Yeah, not Jay. Why
Not
does
Jay.
Jay?
Is awful.
Jimmy's a better
Yeah,
worker.
here's the thing,
Why
right?
does Jay get all the
They're very
hype?
comparable. LA Knight and Jay are very comparable. So they all slip up all the time, and they suck at what they do sometimes, right?
That's
But
the
here's the difference.
WWE style. Like you can't watch
Here's the difference.
WWE.
Here's the difference,
and
right?
then
Jay Uso is
complain
drunk
when
and he
you got
falls
a
over.
guy
LA
that
Knight's just
does
old and falls over.
WWE style. Like you
Yeah,
can't-
everyone does hate. Look, now you're just gaslighting Rebecca. All right, chill out. Just chill out. All right.
Listen,
Chill out.
LA
We're not gonna
Knight
have this. We're not gonna have
is
this
in the
argument now. This argument's
WWE
later on
world,
because
and I
Mr.
think
I'll just go steal everybody's gimmick. And,
WWE world and the way that they present it. If you don't like the
Tell-
character and you don't like him, then you don't like the way that WWE is WWE. You know?
no, there are certain things I don't like about WWE at the moment. I can attest to that. And there's a lot that
I'm not even saying that it's a certain things. I'm saying that I think LA Knight is one of the things that they actually do. They don't pull the trigger on him, but obviously he's gotten over with the fans at some point.
I mean, I wish they would pull a trigger on him.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, if you're gonna
Take
get
him out
us
back.
banned,
It's not a horse.
Well, it's
He doesn't have a broken leg.
no, it's a saying of put him out of his misery. It's not a
He's like old yellow, mate. He's like
literal,
old yellow.
really.
Take him around the back of the tool shed.
yeah. Take him outside with a spade and hit him with it.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think LA Knight's that bad. There's other people that I'm not in. It's not even that the thing is like so much of what I don't like about WWE is not the performance.
I want
It's
to know
writing, and
who you
it's the
think's worse than
presentation.
LA Knight.
What?
Who do I think is worse than LA Knight? Jey Uso.
And here's the comparison once
That's
again.
an
Once
easy
again,
one.
it's the comparison. Except Jey Uso, he drinks and falls over. LA Knight's just old and falls over.
See, this is the thing. Jey Uso keeps getting these opportunities, and it's like I don't think he's any better than LA Knight, and I think they have the same amount of
by a mile. He's better than LA Knight
in terms of in-ring ability.
Yep. Even when he's drunk, he's better than LA Knight.
No. That super kick. Super kick is.
This is my feelings on it. My feelings.
Why does he keep doing it, Neef?
That is a hot take. Jey Uso is. Like, dude, you know, one thing that Jey Uso does have. Thing about Jey Uso couldn't even have a. You know how they say like, oh, some guy couldn't even have a good match with a paper. I don't know, whatever. Jey Uso couldn't have a good match with his twin brother. Think about Jey Uso has. Those guys have been wrestling since they were kids. They grew up in a wrestling household, and they went into a WrestleMania moment against each other, and they couldn't even have a good match.
So 10 years ago, they used to have amazing tag team matches. So I mean,
let's compare accolades. I think the Usos will be one up there, right? But like one thing that Jey Uso does have that LA Knight doesn't have, swagger, mate. He's got the charisma.
No, that's all LA Knight has.
Yeah. And if you're gonna say he doesn't, even though he has his moments, right? Don't get me wrong. He's like out of breath and he's like run it back and whatever. But I mean, that's the one thing he does have going for him when it does click. You know what I mean? And when he does have a good match, which isn't that often at the moment, let's be frank and be real about it.
Pull out a match that he had that was good.
Pull out a match he had that was good. What, yeah, solo?
So what?
No, wait. You said that you didn't think that his match against his brother was good at Mania.
No.
What do you rate that? What do you rate it? I'm just curious.
I would rate that like 0 mayhem stars.
No. But be realistic. Be realistic. Like.
No, I'm being realistic. It was terrible. Yeah, it was widely.
It was a waste of time.
I'm not saying by a long shot that it was good. I'm just curious to say where you rate that. That's all, because I just want to see.
I don't know. I'd have to rewatch
where your bottom is. I just want to see where your bottom is.
Really good match. I don't want to sit there and go hyperbolic that it was like an F, because I haven't watched it in several years. Or what was it, 2 years ago or whatever?
I remember.
I'm asking that to see where your bottom is. That's all. So if I said like, what did you think about his match when he won the title against Gunther?
Fine, you know. I mean,
yeah, there it is.
So good match.
The thing is, I don't really particularly like Gunther matches that much, if I'm being honest. It's a lot of slaps and like.
Dude,
you know,
this is the thing. They haven't utilized him properly either, man. And this is what gets
I know they haven't. And so
he's a great strong style, man. He's a great strong style.
I know, and they haven't let him do that either. They haven't let him be Walter, you know. And I know that's not him anymore, but like. There's just, like I said, there's really good workers in WWE. I just feel like aren't given
utilized
really great stuff to work with.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
And that I think is frustrating. It's between that and then the oversaturation of it. Like there's just too much of it. I can't watch that much TV or try and keep up with it. It's just too much.
But you're watching 3 hours
a lot of
commercials, right, bro?
What?
You're watching like 3 hour shows of AEW anyway, right?
Yeah, but then all right. So if you watch the 2.5 hours of Dynamite and then you try and get the Collision in, you're already up to 5 hours a week, and now you're going to tack on 8 or 9 hours of WWE on top of that. I mean, that's a part-time job at some point, and I just do not like WWE's product enough to invest that much time into it. And then on top of that, I don't feel they do a good enough job. And I've said this several times. I don't think there's a big enough difference between Raw and SmackDown other than one's blue and one's red. There's not like a different feel to the shows. There's not a different kind of presentation. It's like let's flip the colors on the stage lights and now it's SmackDown. And it's like, okay, all right. So now
it's all homogenized.
4 hours of Raw.
You'll probably agree with me on this. Like, do you know what they're missing? The Drop Bear Death Squad, mate. The Drop Bear Death Squad, I reckon. Well, that's what it is. Hey,
yeah, if we were on the writing team.
Make the tag.
If we were on the writing team, probably. But I don't know. It's just there's good things that they're doing there. Oba's obviously fantastic. It's just
stuff like that.
Why isn't Oba champion right now?
Because
he's fighting Brock Lesnar. Because they retired him once, but he went there to retire at SummerSlam.
And And the first retirement was fantastic. I was like, oh man, super unexpected. That was awesome. And then let's bring him out to have him.
It was fitting.
And now let's set up this stupid rubber match.
It was perfect.
Exactly. And I just have zero interest in this. And I'm from Minnesota, and everybody keeps saying, oh, this big Brock's going to do his homecoming. And it's like, I don't really feel like it's a huge homecoming for Brock. He went to the U of M. Grew up in North Dakota, and I'm pretty sure he lives in like Canada now or something. You know, he's not hanging out downtown Twin Cities. Like, I don't have this like huge tie to Brock Lesnar in Minneapolis. I don't think he's going to necessarily be a face in his retirement.
But the question is anybody else famous from Minneapolis?
You know, what they're going to do is Ant-Man's going to come in and be the special guest referee. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, there's other wrestlers from
No, wrestlers. I mean, like,
famous Prince.
Is anybody as big as
the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Prince is the biggest name to come
Prince
out.
Prince is dead. He can't come out of his unless it's Terry Funk. Maybe Terry Funk will come back.
Well, I mean, are you asking in general or just like now alive?
I generally mean in general. I'm currently 4-0 up against, or 3-0 up against Brentford. So
I'm sure there is. I don't know. I'm not excited to see Brock over 3, the retirement.
It's perfect the way it ended last Mania.
Yeah, completely unexpected, amazing, and then they just decided to really just go too much and do too much, and I don't know, man. It's just
do they just trade themselves
that shit over and over again that I just go, I catch some of the stuff on the web, and some of the stuff is interesting. I'm not going to sit there and say that it's not, but they produce 9 hours of television.
I'll tell you what is interesting. Got
views. It was probably one of the higher viewed segments. You know.
I will say
WWE. You look like you want to chime in there, mate.
What?
Did you want to chime in, mate?
WWE will produce stuff that's really good, and they can make, you know, like the Bloodline stuff when it was on Fire, it was great, you know. But they have to be producing the thing, so a lot of the stuff they're forcing WWE producing over the organic direction and flow of what the talent and the act requires. And I think that's what we see. That's basically all of our frustrations with it, because some of us like WWE, some of us just don't like it at all. But it's the standard. We all watch it at least a little bit, and it'd be nice if we watched and enjoyed it when we did.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just you've got the money that's becoming the problem now. It's being brought out as a major corporation, shit like that. You got people that are probably at the top now that aren't fans of wrestling for a start, or they just brought it because it's business. You know what I mean? It's like when
like you just said, it's everything I hate about the mega corporations, and now it's wrestling, and it makes me even angrier because it's wrestling, and I want to enjoy it. And I just see all their hands on it with the commercials and the way that they think about, like, well, we can't turn Cody Rhodes heel because then we don't have the person do the make-a-wish.
You turn John Cena heel, man. Like, you can turn Cody Rhodes heel. I'm pretty sure you could.
I don't think they will, because, as Justin says, there's more money in him being face. And
everybody has the turn, man. Everybody has the turn. But all the great tag teams, once they take this forever, man, they'll hold themselves at one point
to do the turn. I mean, at some point, I feel like Cena was actually a heel, but just presented as a face. But
the problem with Cena was he instilled too much, hope and faith into people that were really, struggling in life. Like cancer patients and stuff like that. So when he did, I could imagine there was a few suicides that were based upon that when he did turn heel, because people just gave up. Like, for real. Like, it's how crazy it was, and people never thought it would happen. No, but I'm being honest with you, right? Like, he probably put a lot of faith.
But I don't even know if they didn't even really do the heel turn that great.
No, they didn't. But still, the fact that he did, and then he even regretted yelling at that kid in Germany or wherever it was, and he came back and apologized to him after because he felt like such a dumb cunt. Like,
yeah, and I think there's this
I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed
it.
I like the idea that Bear doesn't think that's a possibility when he lives in a country that voted for Donald Trump to be president and they believe he's Jesus.
Well, yeah.
The American publican not to be trusted with their emotions.
This isn't a political debate now, mate. Jesus Christ.
No. Let me cook. Let him cook.
Yeah, like I'm here.
It was on point. Bear didn't believe your point about people taking the John Cena thing too far and unaliving themselves. And I'm like, well, the thing is these are the kind of people who drink Kool-Aid.
I feel like I think that you would hear the story if they were like, John Cena's heel turn.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying in a general consensus of
he finally gave up.
Hey, look, Donald Trump is a fucking in the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame, mate. All right, so we can't really talk for watching the product. Incorporated him into the Hall of Fame.
I mean,
took the shittest stunner of all time. Shittest stunner. You know who took the best stunner of all time?
Oh, was that Vince?
Scott Hall. That bounce. No, Scott Hall's bounce, man, was best. I'm telling you.
No, I was talking about that stunner Vince.
If you're going to say no, what was better?
The Rock's.
No. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Rock did a good one. Scott Hall's.
No, look, Rock did a good one, but not as good as Scott Hall's. I'm telling you, man. Scott Hall's was a banger.
Hey, how soon until we see The Rock back in WWE?
Stay in the mix.
That's a good question. Like, are we going to see him back in WWE, number one? Number two, let's go back, 2 WrestleManias ago? They set that angle up with. Remember after the Mania, he came back and he talked to Cody and he whispered in his ear what he gave him something.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
I always wanted Cody to get the symbolic win over Rock. I really wanted that. Now I don't care about Cody doing anything.
I just want to see Stardust again.
So Cody Rhodes has run his AEW,
and I want to see Goldust come back with him as well.
WWE
Stardust versus Rocky Maivia.
But with the TC
crickets.
You don't want to wait. So you don't want to see Cody turn heel?
I do.
Me? I think that'd be interesting.
You just said you don't want Cody do anything.
But on the flip side of like WWE always overproducing and having to be their idea, their way, and this and that, I think that would work, and that works with someone like Cody, who is creative and enthusiastic and invested and has so many bad ideas. So he healed it out in AEW, and it worked, except he wasn't a heel in a way that moved the company and programs forward in a productive way. But his weight belt got thrown back from the crowd. Of course he was a heel. He even admits it now.
He was trying to do the WWE shtick in AEW and it wasn't working. I mean, that was almost like go away X-Pac.
Yeah, but that's him like trying to like be a covert heel. I think and it didn't work. It was weird. And I think in WWE, if he were to do a heel run, it would be a proper heel run that would have proper direction and it would be understandable and it would have a place in the stories, in the existence of the WWE universe, and it would have an effect on the WWE universe. It would be significant and important.
His story's done. It's over, man. He's getting stale now. You know what I mean? He needs that change up, man. He needs something. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, he comes out now, and I'm just like,
to be completely honest, that's a good chunk of the top of the card in WWE. A lot of them are kind of played out. Like they like none of them have really reinvented themselves, and they're all kind of played out.
Yeah.
And we've seen it all to some extent.
Well, what happened was they really pushed hard, and they focused hard for the sell to TKO, and to get maybe a first year or two with them. They tried really hard, and things went really great for a while. It worked for them, and then they're still writing the same stuff, the same wave.
Yes,
they need some whole new. They need to flip the script on that thing, man. Shut it down for
the
fucking months.
Is the people who bought the company don't know anything about wrestling, and they're like, "Oh, well, this worked before, so let's do that. Let's just do that because that's what's happening in business."
Rehash, man.
That's what they do.
Nothing original. Simpsons did it.
Hey, did you guys see that Tekla and the Sisters of Sin showed up in Stardom at the press conference for their 5-star Grand Prix. We're all talking about stuff we don't like. Here's something that's cool, and if you want to get into Stardom wrestling, if you want to get into any of the Japanese wrestling, a good idea is when they start a tournament, because then you'll see a lot of the wrestlers. You'll get an idea of who they are, what they're about, and what they do in the matches. You can find ones you like, and then the next year storylines will kind of kick off from there. The G1, you have the Princess Cup, whatever, in TJPW, the 5-star Grand Prix in Stardom. It's kicking off right now, and B. Priestley was in it. She is hurt, so Julia Hart is taking her place, which I think is phenomenal. Yeah, because she's going to get some work. She's going to work people who are her size. I think that's going to be cool. They did they were doing the presser for it, which is funny because it was green screened. So you see some shots of them with green screen background, and then you see some shots where they're like, arguing and stuff with, the keen effects, sort of trying to battle with keeping up with everyone. But Tekla came out with her posse and was talking a lot of trash, and Shuri in the background was just so mad, was giving her the death stare, and then they eventually had a little bit of a brush up. I would love to see Shuri kick Tekla in the head as hard as she can.
What do they call it? Is it the triangle or something? The death triangle? Is that what they call it?
Triangle of Madness. Triangle de Madness.
Death Triangle was Pac and the Lucha.
That's it. I just
Triangle de Muerte.
Hey, while you're over that side of the world too, in the G1 Climax at the moment, there's a good match I watched between Takeshita or Takasha and Yota Tsuji. A really good match, man. A really good match, man. Look it up.
What do you think of Yoda's hyped up spear now?
Dude, I like it, man. I like it.
You like it?
Although it was funny because I don't want to give anything away in that match, man. But he hit 2 major spears on Takeshita, and he kicked out like on the ones both times. Like, he did the Justin hates.
He did it for Justin.
Yeah, he did it for Justin, exactly.
Isn't it funny? Justin isn't on the show today, and there are 0 bad takes by anyone.
Dude, I went back and watched that again, right? Because I sort of understood where it's coming from, but I still wasn't with it. You know what I mean? And I went back and watched it again, and then what happened again? I instantly popped.
One of the worst takes ever.
I actually did it again, man. I was like, damn, man! Like, and you just watch everybody's reaction to it. It was like, it's because you didn't expect it. It was what made that so good, man. It was so good.
When it happens, you get hyped for what's going to happen next. It's a solid device for matches that warrant that moment.
Yeah, exactly. You got to sort of go against the grain sometimes, man. But just after I sort of popped for it the second time, everybody's faces, especially Will Ospreay, because he's still sitting there going, you're like, this is so cool, dude. Like, it's really cool.
So, I think that's if he does it, it's good.
I think it's one of the things where it's like, in AEW, it's a wrestling variety show in the sense that you get a lot of different styles of it. And I've learned a lot about wrestling in general by watching AEW than if I would have watched just WWE. Like, I've learned a lot about like how Japanese and strong style, like by watching matches in AEW, and that to me feels like it's very much within that. Like that Kenny MJF match felt very kind of Japanese strong style kind of style match, and that's where you see the kick out at 1. And so like I can appreciate different, I can appreciate a good lucha match, I can appreciate a good PWG match. I understand not all those matches are different, but I mean, if you can see where a lot of these people came up, PWG is different than like the Ring of Honor style, that's different than the lucha style, that's different than the WWE style, that's different than the Japan style. And I think you see all of that on any given night in AEW. And like, if you understand what
the Mexicans wrestle,
what?
I said to the Mexicans wrestle. Oh, they wrestle, they don't win. That's it.
Bandito won tonight in a squash match, and
Bandito's the man.
Yeah. Andrade won tonight. Almost all there was a lot of Mexicans showcased tonight on Dynamite. Actually,
come on, Tony. You told me that they weren't winning.
Yeah,
that's on Tony.
He just wants Andrade to win the championship, and like Andrade, I think there's plans for Andrade to have a championship run at some point.
Do you know when I think about it, like who would be a really great like acquisition for AEW to come across from WWE? I'd actually like to see Gunther in AEW because I reckon he could run some really good stuff with strong style with the Japanese boys, man.
I think he's made and he's got a history with a lot of those European guys like Will Ospreay and them. I mean, they like.
I think they could probably utilize him a lot better, man. Because they're just not. If I was somebody like him in his position at WWE, man, I'd be pretty pissed off, man. I hadn't been utilized for the last 6 months. You know what I mean?
Well, you'd be pretty pissed off because you lost your position to Oba.
Yeah, literally. Well, that's what's been. But it's been like 6 months or something. He was just shelved. Like he was top of the tier.
He's kind of slipping into that Damian Priest era, like
who we're going to see him at
exactly.
I will say this about Damian Priest.
Think about over Priest was.
I like Damian Priest, man. I do.
I like him a lot. I like Damian Priest a lot, and I sent you guys this tweet earlier where someone posted a video of now I can't remember her name. I just ruined it. Anyway, someone basically posted a video and said Damian Priest can't fight all of us. It was a picture of his girlfriend in a match where she looked very nice. And the idea was
that was what's his girlfriend's name? Fucking
see, once you sometimes it runs away from you in your brain.
The booty, whatever her name is.
Okay, we can talk about something else now.
Oh, the Brazilian, no, not Brazilian. The fighter.
Oh no, I'm not like into the whole private life so much.
No, she's from NXT originally, and now she went down to. She was with
Iguana.
You know that she's like with Iguana.
She's great though. She's legit. She's a legit fighter and all that too. She's great.
Yeah,
and well over in Mexico, which is good.
It's not Lola Vice, right?
Lola Vice. Yes.
That's the one.
Okay, I was right. I said it, and then you guys like no-sold me, and then kept going.
We don't listen to you, Bear. Yeah. You should realize that by now.
Bear, come on, man. Anyway, let's get to pops and drops. Okay, first of all of our drop is going to be Bear's opinions this week because Justin isn't here. Yeah. My pop of the week is going to be, as always, Meef's wallpaper. I think it's awesome.
Mine's Meef's top 10 list.
That'll be great when we do that segment.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. You should be able to guess it right
now. Yeah. No, my pop was the Julia Hart in the 5-star Grand Prix. I think that's going to be good for her and be interesting. So yeah. Meefloaf, what was your pop of the week? Was it football related?
No, football has not been good. Harry Wilson is officially signed for Leeds from Fulham because Tony Khan couldn't get that contract put down. Someone jumped ship to go to a better team.
I don't think we know what that means.
I don't.
See, hold on, dude. What's the countdown that Phantasma's been doing? Yeah,
it's to his free. His 90 days is up in 8 or 7 days now. Depending on.
Oh, isn't he going to Comic-Con? He's doing
San Diego Comic-Con with Headlock Comics.
That's
because before he went to WWE,
come on, you should know what's going on.
He did.
I love the FIFA whistles are non-stop the whole show.
Hey, can't talk gaming.
Rocket League.
I moved on to FIFA.
You should turn the camera around to the screen so we can watch what you're doing. We could just the next 45 minutes.
How many goals
watch you play?
No. Right, wait a minute. Oh, I got 10 off. I'm going. Goodbye. My drop is Maxine. There we go.
That's my pop.
I'll pop and drop her.
All right, Bear. What is your pop of the week? Is it really Maxine?
Hey,
I'm digging the vision. Like I think there's something interesting that's happening there. You know, good for them to finally figure something that works for them, because it's been a really long time of trying to make it work. Also, did you saw the weight Bronson Reed dropped? Holy cow!
Is he back?
He's looking tough. He's looking real tough, man. Looking good.
No, he lost like 100 pounds.
Looking good,
for
man.
him. He'll be.
And see, that's an interesting angle too, like how they bring him back
soon enough. What are they going to do with him that's of consequence?
Do they bring him back as like a new leader or something like that? Because I was reading some report.
Probably end up in the bloodline of some. I mean, he's Samoan, right?
What? That's rough.
Yeah, they replace some of their Samoans.
I don't know. Like, do they bring him in as a new leader of the division or something like that? Now that Seth left it, do they? Apparently, Bron Breakker's he's pretty disappointed with his storylines, and so he's been trying to get out of that angle. They've been playing that for a while now.
I don't know how real that is.
Yeah, I don't know. I've read a couple of different reports, man.
Okay.
And Baron Corbin came back? Or what's his name? Corbin came back. Constable Corbin.
Oh, that was whack. That's my drop of the week. Is how they brought Baron Corbin back. It was just
hold on. Come on. What was your pop before we get there? What was your pop of the week?
Oh, whoop whoop, JCW. That's it.
Did they do something, or it's just they're doing?
No, it's just a great show, and just shouting out for the clowns because I love them.
Yeah, how can we watch it?
Good stuff.
And no one gives it a go. You just give it a go. It's not bad.
How can we watch it? Where do we watch it? What time? What day?
On YouTube. You can watch it weekly on YouTube. It's just weekly episodes. JCW Lunacy.
Thursday nights.
And I mean, like when I say this, it's not exactly like your 5-star wrestling or anything, but it's very novelty, very gimmicky,
entertaining.
But yeah, it's cool for what it is for a startup promotion that Violent J's been doing and putting.
You want to know what it is? It has character, unlike SmackDown.
It does. Like,
I turn on JCW and I go, oh, this is cool. The ring looks nifty. And like the storylines are very centric, and this doesn't feel like any other wrestling show that I'm watching anywhere else. That is what I will say about JCW, is that it feels unique. It's like it feels like a different wrestling show than anything else that I'm watching.
And I think that's what I appreciate about it too, man, because it feels like you get the novelty, you get the nostalgia, and it's like a circus, like for what it is, like it is. It's a circus, but you just don't know what you're going to get. You'll get some absolute good matches sometimes, and other matches will just be like, what am I watching? But then the novelty sort of the novelty
of part of the circus.
You don't know who you're going to get to from week to week. You get anybody and everybody on there too. So like Vinny Marazzo's on there at the moment. He's been on there he's been like actually most of the season. So he's in an angle at the moment, like as a gangster with the like Brothers of Funstruction and stuff like that, because they've lost their whole clown gimmick and they're going into gangsters now. So there's a whole storyline going with that, but it's cool to see faces like him on there. You know what I mean? Like, and anybody and everybody could pop up because they just had their big pay-per-view not so long back. And I think we had like RVD on there. You had Vampiro on there. That was his 82nd retirement match. Like it's like he's come back.
That's him retiring in JCW. He has to retire in Mexico. Then he has to retire in the Indies, and then retire in JCW.
And then they have to retire in JCW when they're in Mexico. Like it's never done.
He has to be very thorough.
The work with in Colorado popped up there.
What's that?
Well, Vince Russo was tied to this Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling in Colorado, and then a lot of those guys kind of bounced around some of the other indies in Colorado, and I used to film some of the indies in Colorado there. So then it was like, oh, that's cool. I see some of these guys. Chopper City, like they were from Colorado, and so I was like, oh, dude, good for Chopper City. They made it up there. Or Royce Isaac. Royce Isaac was another guy I worked with.
Oh, I love that guy.
That's what I mean. You just don't know.
Seeing him on Ring of Honor recently, coming over from New Japan, has been kind of cool. Seeing him get up there too. I don't know.
I just think it's
cool seeing some of these indie guys I worked with like 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, I know that guy. I worked with him a couple times. I have some of his like super early footage from 10 years ago on my computer somewhere on a hard drive.
Dude, you know what I cracked out the other day? I've got a couple of the old ECW pay-per-views, man. I started watching them live. I've got them on VHS of all things, man. And I started going back through a few of the old school things, man. Man, there are some bangers on there, man. Jerry Lynn and RVD, my God, man. Just watching that shit and how they just used to throw chairs at their faces. My God. Oh, and who was it? Fucking Masato Tanaka. My God, that guy can take a fucking chair shot. Dude, that guy takes chair shots like he's fucking like a brick wall.
It was him and Awesome, right? And they were just trying to give each other concussions.
It's him and Awesome and Balls Mahoney, man.
Yeah.
Him and Balls put on a crack and they're just like slapping each other and just not moving. Like, come on, like what the?
That's where it is
brutal. It is brutal,
the
dude.
Real stuff. All right, so hey, Rebecca, if you're in the chat still, tell us your pops and drops. And while we're waiting on that, Coma, since you went last, what is your drop of the week? Let's get this done.
What is my drop of the week?
You probably
my drop of the week is Justin's reaction to the one kick.
-5 mayhem stars for Justin's opinions.
Negatives
on that one, on that call.
Hey, look.
He's very much adapting to this like I grew up watching wrestling this way, and if it doesn't fit my box anymore, I don't.
He didn't. He grew up watching cool shit.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. He grew up watching, and it established his view on wrestling, and now it's like I don't want to see different stuff anymore. I know what I like. He's at that phase of his life where he's just like, I don't want to see any of them stupid 1 counts, kick out stuff.
He comes to
self-defense. Not in my front yard. Take that.
I think they call it getting old, Bear. They call it getting old.
Like, the guy didn't hook the leg that took me out of the whole show for 3 months.
Back in my day,
rap music, but he doesn't. But you know what I mean? Like you know, it's like
the rap is.
Like, I don't like rap music. And you're like, but there's some good rap music, man. Not
Ooh, rap is crap. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a Justin apologist here. You know how you kick out of a nut shot? You're Kenny.
Lift your shoulder up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your nuts like hanging underneath his shoulder. It's a natural reaction. So you get kicked in the nuts, you go, oh, see, shoulders up.
Yeah.
How many times do you think Kenny Omega's been kicked in the nuts his entire career?
Kenny Omega's a cleaner, mate.
Point, you just don't feel it anymore, you know?
They call it the belt cut, yeah. It's also the ball kick collector. Good times.
The rap is crap thing. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I love Kurt Hennig's little thing there. Bear, what was your drop of the week? Maxine?
No, man. My drop of the week is the Death Riders audio. They need to step that up. They need to get like a boom in there, and they got to get it, you know, a little closer to the talent. You know,
why can't we get jobs?
Frame.
Why can't we get jobs doing that? If that's what they have going on, these people are beating us for employment.
Dude, we can get
the Death Riders sound good.
Right now, man. I'm telling you, we can.
You know, I'm telling you right now, if you could just understand what the Death Riders are saying more people would be about them, and they would be way more.
We just start a wrestling promotion. We'd have it.
It's like, hey, here's an idea. Learn what a directional shotgun mic is. Get a boom pole and point it downwards.
They know we have them. I saw Luchasaurus's one today. I guess maybe that's why they didn't have it. Luchasaurus stole it, and so then they just were reliant. See, fucking Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy again probably stole the damn shotgun mic, and so they didn't have it.
So when was it Jungle Express or what do they call themselves? Well, who was the other guy that was in that?
Marco Stunt.
What happened to him?
No. A while ago on the bus when he was filming the vignettes, it was Jose, the assistant. Well, he was the camera guy.
No, I was talking about Marco Stunt though.
Oh,
what happened to him? What happened to him?
He got tossed around too much, retired, worked at a used car dealership, and then he made a little bit of a comeback.
I thought it was a realtor. That's Spike Dudley, though. That's who I get those.
No, that's everyone in a failed career.
And then became the what was it? Minnesota. What did
who?
What's his name? Jesse the Body. What did he become of Minnesota?
Governor.
The governor, yeah. Then he became the governor of Minnesota. Marco Stunt.
Oh, nice.
I don't know.
Okay, well, my drop of the week is going to be 2-hour podcast. So if you guys don't mind, I think we should stay calm and stay in the mix. And thank you everyone in the chat for following along. Rebecca, it's nice that you stuck up for Justin.
Boo! Minus 5 stars.
Stay calm and stay in the mix.
Bye, gang.